What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about a light that I got sent by the people over at SIRUI, and the light that I'm talking about is the A100b. It is an LED inflatable panel, the first LED inflatable panel, and I have it right here with me. Here it is, it's in this bag. Carrying case. I don't know if it's a bag. It's in this carrying case, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about it, reviewing it, my thoughts on it, and then showing you guys some photos that I took with it because they sent it over for me to take photos. You know, with all video lights you can use them for photos, and since I am a photographer, I'm going to be showing you guys some photos that I took with them that you don't want to miss because they actually turned out really, really cool. And I actually really like this light. I didn't think I was going to like it that much when I first got it, just because I was like, oh, it's just like another LED panel light, but I have actually been using this to light my last couple of videos. If the lighting on this one looks a little bit different, it's because I'm using a different light. All of my other videos, this has been the light that I've been using to illuminate my face. But without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and dive into this light. And let's go ahead and start with what's in the box. Fresh out of the box, you get the carrying case. And within the carrying case, you get the light itself, which is kind of comes deflated, obviously, to make it more compact and portable. And with the light itself, you also get the wires that come with it. You get the control box for the light as well as the outlet wire for your region. You also get a grid that comes with the light to help you kind of shape the light a little bit more, as well as a clamp for you to be able to mount the control box onto your light stand. And then finally you get some miscellaneous papers on instructions, stuff like that. But yeah, overall, you don't really get too much included with the light itself, but I mean, you get everything you need to get it up and running. Let's talk about the features of this light. So like I mentioned, it is an LED panel. It is a bicolor LED panel and it inflates. So the first feature we'll be talking about is the inflatable part. I wouldn't call it a feature just because it's mandatory. It's not like you can control it. It's when you turn it on, it inflates, and this creates a softbox. So the light itself is an LED panel, and it comes with this softbox built in, basically. And because it is inflatable and it fills with air, it's going to be a lot lighter than if it were a full solid softbox with other components in it. And this just keeps the overall package pretty light, which makes it easy to hoist on different types of C-stands and other kind of light stands. It isn't as heavy as you would think it is, and it comes with a mount that allows you to like swivel it around and stuff. And from my use with it, I found that using it and maneuvering it was actually really, really simple because it just wasn't that heavy. So because it is a bicolor LED light, you can actually just dial in the Kelvin temperature that you want. It also includes a bunch of light modes. So it has like candle flicker, it has like static TV, stuff like that don't require any RGBs. So you can use this as an effect light for video work, but for my purpose that I was using it for, I didn't use any of these features. But it is nice to know that it is included. All this stuff you can also control via Bluetooth and a pairing app. I never paired mine just because I haven't used it in any situation where I wasn't farther than like arm's length away from it, but it is pairable with a app from SIRUI if you want to control it wirelessly. I think that's like all the feature sets that this light has. Like I said, it's not that much different than like a light panel other than it inflates. And once you're done inflating it, you can deflate it using the deflate valve. It does try to inflate itself every single time you turn it on, which I think is a little annoying, but you know, oh well, what can you do? And when it's inflating, you don't have access to any of the panels. It does a sequence where it inflates first, and then you can dial in the lighting settings and stuff afterwards once the light is fully inflated. And it does that every single time. There's like no way around it. If you turn on this light, it'll try to inflate itself. It'll realize it's fully inflated, and then it'll allow you to actually access the light. You can't just turn it on and off, even though it is inflated or looks inflated. It will try to inflate itself. I think it's a little bit annoying, but at the end of the day, I kind of understand, you know, if you were to turn this on and it wasn't inflated, it could probably cause a fire because the softbox is built into the light. But enough of the boring stuff. Let's go ahead and get into the photos that I was able to capture using this light. So I shot with this light in my studio, and I was using just this one light to light up the scene, and I shot with my friend Willow, and we were able to capture some pretty cool stuff. While using it, the one thing I did notice is that the power cable isn't that long, so I did have to attach an extension cable to it. That's one thing you do need to know if you do purchase this light. Make sure you get an extension cable, otherwise it might not be as useful as you think it is. But other than that, I really had no complaints whatsoever. The lighting quality of it was really, really, really nice. It was easy to shape the way that I wanted the light to illuminate my subject because of that grid that comes included with the light. All these photos I shot with the grid. I didn't shoot any without the grid, but because of this, I had really good control of the light, even though it's a pretty decent sized softbox. And this is something I would not have control over if I was using any of my other panel lights that aren't even as big as this light. But yeah, let's go ahead and just get into the photos themselves. So as you guys can see, these photos turn out really, really nice. And these are all illuminated with just a single light. This is just using the A100b. I shot a couple of these with different Kelvin temperatures and then just change them in post, but the majorities were shot using 5600 Kelvin, which I think is the brightest setting on this light. All of these were shot from anywhere from 20% to 100%, because anything less than 20% I think was a little bit too dim for what I was trying to achieve. But even at 1% lighting, I think that this light is pretty bright. But yeah, as you guys can see, the photos I was able to capture with this light are pretty nice. And do I think I'm going to use this as a photography light? Probably not. I'm going to probably use this mostly for video, because it's convenience of having a really nice softbox with me on the go is really nice, as well as able to use it for these type of videos. But overall, I really actually do like this light. I want to say thank you to the people over at SIRUI for sending me this light. This video is a couple of weeks late, unfortunately, because I've been super duper busy, but hey, better late than never, right? But yeah, those are my thoughts on this light. I actually really like this light. I'm not the biggest fan of softboxes, if you guys can tell from all my photography work. I hate having to set up a softbox. You have to build it. You have to attach it with the little Bowens mount. You have to balance everything. It's so much extra work. And this light kind of just takes all that out of it, because it's all like one prepackaged kind of situation. So you just inflate it, put it on a C-stand, and you're done. You don't gotta fiddle with it. When you're done, you deflate it, roll it up, put it in your bag, and it's out of the way. And it's really small. The carrying case for this light is probably the same size as my smallest softbox that I have. And that smallest softbox that I have, you still need to bring another light with it to actually use it. This is an all-in-one system, which I didn't really know I would like as much as I do, but now that I have it, I definitely really, really like it. If you guys are into video work and you do a lot of these type of sit-down type of videos where you like interview style videos, I think this would be a really, really good light to pick up. It's a really lightweight light. You can bring it everywhere, and it sets up within like 2 minutes. And for sit down type of videos like this, I think it's a perfect light. I also think it's nice for any type of like video work, because it's fully inflated. It's like this big, so you can hide that behind a lot of stuff. So if you need like a nice big soft light in a very small space, you can get that now, which before you wouldn't, because soft boxes are massive. And because it's inflatable and because it's really small, it just doesn't weigh that much. So you can put it, you can put it on like the ceiling. You can probably like magnetize it onto something. You can probably tape it onto something and it won't break. But yeah, I just think it's really a versatile light for those type of situations. I don't think it's the best for photography work, in my honest opinion, but I do think it does have a spot in my arsenal for these sit down interview type videos, or these type of videos where it's like, a setup like this. And I think that's everything I want to say about this light. I like the light. It's a good light. I'll have links and stuff for it in the description. I don't know if this light is actually released yet. I think they're still doing like their fundraiser round for it, but if it is, I'll leave it in the description below. Again, shout out to SIRUI for sending me this light. Appreciate it. Really like this light. I'm actually going to be using this, and every single video going forward is going to have this light linked in the description, because it is now part of my gear list for these sit down type videos. And I hope you guys liked the photos. If you guys like my photography, make sure you follow me on social media. That's at MoodyDarkRoom on all social medias. And let me know what you guys think about this light. Do you think it's gimmicky that it inflates? Do you think it's something you can see yourself actually using? I kind of want to hear your opinions on it, because I thought it was going to be gimmicky, and then I got it, and I was like, yo, this is actually really convenient, and I actually really like it, and I'm now going to be on the market for inflatable lights. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. But don't forget to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on any future videos. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. See ya.